So, solar systems. Wow. Those things can really give you a headache trying to figure it all out. Seems like everybody knows, but yet it's confusing still. Maybe to an electrician it's not, but to me it's confusing. So I thought I'm going to work it out on my own. I'm going to use a common sense approach, and I'm going to build my own solar system. So what I did was, this is the way I did it. This may not be the way you'd want to do it, but this is the way I did it. I bought a 2,000 watt inverter. I bought a 30 amp charge controller. I bought two 150 watt panels. And I bought three deep cycle 105 amp batteries. So now I'm rocking and rolling. I thought, good, we're going. Well, it didn't quite work for me the way I had hoped. It just didn't have quite enough power. So I thought, okay, let's buy two more panels. So I bought two 175 watt panels. Well, after researching it, I thought, I don't think my charge controller can take two more panels. But why am I not getting hydro? I'm getting hydro, but it's just not holding. I know. My charge controller is probably cooked. So, let's buy another charge controller. That should fix that. So, I go out and buy another charge controller. No, that didn't do it. What can I do next, I thought. I know. I need more battery power. So I went out and bought three more 105 amp deep cycle batteries. That didn't do it neither. Now this is just the way I did it. I wouldn't recommend you doing it this way, but this is the way I did it. Okay, so now what do we do? Oh, I know. Instead of having a 2,000 watt inverter, let's get a 3,000 watt inverter. No, that didn't do it neither. By the way, my name's Jim. Thanks for visiting my channel, Off-Grid Living with the Bennetts. Hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so so this is our off-grid home. We plan on spending a lot of time here, but we got to get this hydro situation figured out. So maybe it's time to start taking the advice from other people. That's what I thought. So that's what I did. So now I'm working on my new system. My new system, I've got 15 290 watt panels all hooked up, 3 panels per series, and five parallel strings. I've got that going to a 150 amp classic midnight charge controller. And from there, I'm going into my batteries and into 6,000 watt inverter. So right now I'm on a road trip, 2-hour road trip, 2.5-hour road trip each way, and I'm out picking up batteries. What I've decided to do is I've got 8 batteries, 6-volt batteries, 420 amps each, and run them all in series and have a 48 volt system. So I think that might work for me. So I'm in picking up my batteries, and I'm always trying to find information to help me to make sure everything's done right. Well, I go in, we're talking about breakers, we're talking about fuses, grounding, bonding. Solar systems are actually quite involved, the bigger the solar system. I've actually got another 10 to 12 solar panels coming that are going to be either 275 to 290. So that's going to give me close to 30 panels. So I'm going to have lots and lots of hydro. So now that I've got the system starting to come together, like I say, now I have to deal with, spark, you know what I'm saying, spark, and this is not going to be edited, so arcing, and blowing fuses and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm working on next. So that's the system I've got going together. Just to give you a little bit of a history about what's going on here, I bought a property 4 years ago, an off-grid property. The plan was to put a building on it and make it a summer hangout. And so far, that's what I've been doing. And my wife, her name's Virginia. I don't think I've mentioned her by name before, but her name is Virginia. And I never forget her name because my American friends, they named a state after her. So anyways, she hasn't been up to see the property yet because she said that she wouldn't come up until we had a shower, running water, and a toilet that worked. So now we have all that. So I've been working at it for 4 years. So right now, I've been coming up here quite a bit. I came up in November for 3 weeks. And then I got called back home. It's an 8-hour drive. I got called back home to go to work for a week. So when I got done that job for a week, I came back up here again. And the plan was to stay up here for a week or two. But I got a cold. So my wife says to me, "Don't come home until your cold's gone." So I stayed up here for almost a month. And that put us very close to Christmas, but my cold was gone. My wife didn't want me to go home with a cold because she works in retail. And Christmas is a busy time of year for her, so she didn't want me to come home until my cold was gone. So I went home right around a couple days before Christmas, and we had everything all planned out. Visit friends, visit family, drop off Christmas gifts, do the whole Christmas thing. Well, wouldn't you know it, I got home, my wife got sick. So my cold was completely gone, but then she had a cold. So then I spent probably 3 days with her, sitting on the couch, being a couch potato. And I said to her, I can't just keep sitting here. I got lots of stuff up north I got to do. So I says, I'm going back up north to our homestead, and when you feel better, you let me know, and I'll come back and pick you up, and we'll go back up together. She said, okay, that's what we'll do. So I came up here about 3 days ago. Her cold's almost gone now. And what do you know? I got a cold this morning. Are you kidding me? So I was talking to my wife, talking to Virginia. She said, don't come home until your cold's gone. So anyways, so here I am. I thought to myself, what am I going to do today? I'm not going to go crawling underneath the house, and I've got a 10-3 line I want to run under the house to my generator. I thought to myself, I'm not going to go crawling under the house today. The solar panels are all wired up and everything's inside the building now, so I don't have to worry about that. So I thought, what do I do today? So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll take a little drive, 2.5 hours drive each way, and I'll grab my batteries. So in the back of my truck, got all my batteries for my solar system. And what the plan is now is when I get home, back to our cottage, when I get back, I'm going to take these batteries out of the truck. I'm going to put them in the middle of the room, and I'm going to go to bed and have a nap. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to watch a movie. When you're planning your days, when you're off grid, you want to try to work around the weather. It's minus 17 today. I feel horrible. And I'm not going outside to work. I thought I can set my heat in the truck, take a nice drive, talk to my YouTube friends, and then just chill. So now tomorrow, if I'm feeling a little better, I'll have my batteries there, and I can continue with the hooking up of the process of them. Now, most of you people that are dealing with solar know that you get into a 48 volt system, you're getting into a lot of hydro. So, I have to be really careful. I know yesterday, temporarily I hooked up 4 12 volt batteries to make a 48 volt system just to get my charge controller going. And man, you don't put one of those things on the positive or the negative where it's supposed to go, you got fireworks. So I had a little bit of fireworks there, and I thought, oh, I put it on the wrong spot. So then I went and moved the cable to the other spot. It's like, oh, heck, I did it again. So yeah, you've got fireworks. So take your time, find somebody that does solar, and get some information from them. I got a buddy of mine, Cecil Skinner, and he came over last night and helped me, and I really do appreciate that. He's got a YouTube channel too. I believe it's Cecil Skinner Homestead or something. Good guy. Him and his wife Heather, great people. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let me know what you think. And like I say, if you're doing your own solar system, talk to somebody who really knows, because the way I did it was just a waste and just a total disaster. I'm thinking maybe I can salvage my original solar system, because the panels are up now. I've got 5 of them. I got 350 watts and I got 275 watts. And I think it's a 40 amp charge controller. Maybe it's a 30, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping I can use that in my shop, but we'll see. I'm going to have 2 systems now. I'll have the main system for the house. I'll have the secondary system for the shop. And like I say, I'm not going to need a lot of hydro out there, so hopefully that'll work for me. So yeah, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Keep healthy, eh?